think we are probably on about episode 5 at the moment on the BBC on BBC Two, and I had every intention of doing like a blog post after each episode, you know, speaking to you guys about each episode, and doing a behind the scenes. But then I had a baby. I had a baby a few days before the launch of the show, and it has been pretty stressful trying to juggle everything and not miss opportunities, but also not miss my baby really, because she has that's her crying just now. You gonna say hello? You gonna say hello? Oh no. Oh, okay, she's asleep. It has been absolute whirlwind since, is it whirlwind? Was it whirlwind? It has been crazy, we use that word, since the first episode of Interior Design Masters has come out. Crazy in many ways. Obviously it's been hugely exciting, and I am so grateful for all the support that I've had from family and friends and from you guys out there. This makes me sound like I'm assuming family and friends are not watching this, but you know, like other people other than family and friends. And it has also been, you know, the whole usual mum juggle of trying to juggle the work, and also look after baby, and I have a toddler. Well, it's not really a toddler. It's been pretty intense. I just thought I would do a quick video because I thought it would be quicker to do this than it would be to write a blog post, but I'm starting to think that's not really the case. It is probably quite clear that this is totally unscripted, and I have a tiny window to be able to get this video done before my baby wakes up. So I'm just going to ramble on and fix this in the edits. So episode 1 was the show homes episode, and that was the first time really that I had, well, yeah, it was definitely the first time that I'd worked with any of the other guys on Interior Design Masters. I had such a brilliant time on that first episode. The team were amazing. Cassie, Jim, this is a real test of memory. So Cassie, Jim, who else did I work with? Jerome, me, Nikki. We didn't get to see a lot of it because obviously it's just like a only an hour and they have to fit so much into it. And we worked so well together, and we had such a laugh. It was stressful. I was hugely nervous about that first episode, because I felt I had so much to prove to myself, and I felt to others as well. So I was, you probably could tell, hugely nervous. I cried a lot. Look who's up. Right, we're just gonna have to do this every now and again. Hello. So that episode we, gosh, I can't remember where we filmed that. It was near Newcastle. I should probably have looked that up before I started this. We had a budget of £1,500 per room. I had the guest room to do, and then the other designers had various other rooms to do. All I really wanted to talk about was my room and where you can get the stuff if you want to achieve the look that I created for that bedroom. So the brief said that they wanted to achieve a luxurious feel for the room, for the whole room, the whole house really, but also contemporary, and I was aware that I didn't want to go too crazy, although you may have thought that the room was crazy. I didn't want to go too crazy because I didn't want to put people off. I want them to be able to see the space. I didn't want to clutter it with too many things, but I also wanted to show them what they could achieve. Something a little bit outside the box and something with a little bit of wow factor. The developers had already painted the room in natural Hessian, which is a Dulux colour, so I wanted to keep some of that colour because to keep it sort of neutral, and it's actually a really nice tone if you're thinking of something that's not white and something with a bit of warmth that's not magnolia. It's a really quite nice colour actually, but I just wanted to add another some interest on the wall, so that's where the black band came from, and that was just home-based black paint. The one thing I'm going to say about if you are ever using black paint is I used matte on those walls because it's a spare room, so it's not going to have a huge amount of traffic in the room. But if you were going to use black paint in an area of high traffic like a hall or a kid's room, which I have used it in there before, or a living room, then I would really advise that you use a better quality of paint rather than an own brand, like a DIY store home brand. And also I would advise against using a matte paint because it does mark quite easily. But for a spare room it was totally fine. I don't think they really covered this on the show, but you can see it in the pictures. The carpenter, who was absolutely fantastic, made me a bespoke headboard which I'd designed, and I'd sourced walnut skirting boards, and he cut them down and created this absolutely beautiful, stunning headboard for the room. Other little hacks that I used to stay within budget but keep that sort of luxurious feel. I wanted to use velvet, but velvet's really quite expensive. So IKEA at the time had actually done a really great velvet curtain. It was like a really rich green colour. So I had used them for curtains, but also I don't know if you can see that the throw on the bed matched the curtains, and that's because I used a curtain as a throw. So all I did was cut the eyelet head off the curtains and then sewed all around the outside of it. And that created a beautiful throw that matched the curtain. So yeah, there's a hack for you. You don't always have to buy fabric by the meter. You can, sometimes it's actually cheaper to use material that's been used for something else. So you could recycle curtains or other materials. I've used a tablecloth once, or also I think Aldi had done a table runner. Similarly with the cushions, I found cheap fabric on eBay for the tropical cushions that I'd made, but then when I got home, actually I loved the tropical cushions so much, I ended up making some for myself. And I actually found napkin squares from Aldi made of cloth. They were 100% cotton, and I just sewed the two napkins together and they came out beautiful. And this is the cushions. I just sewed a zip into them, and this is made from 2 napkins, and it was a £5, I think, for a pack of 4. I think it was £5 for a pack of 4 napkins, and it was 100% cotton. They wash brilliantly if you are into washing your cushions. Other hacks in the room, I made all the artwork. Now that was not by choice. As part of the rules on the show, we all had to have original artwork, and I'm guessing that's for copyright purposes. So you probably saw on the show I was having a total meltdown because I decided for some reason to try cutting out sticky vinyl and sticking it down. It was an absolute disaster. Oh. Someone's doing a poo. Oh, I swear that's not me, that's not me. I had a bit of a nightmare trying to do that because I'm sure there are easier ways of doing it, but it actually turned out quite well after a while. I had, how many prints? 1, 2, 3, 4. I was meant to do 4 prints, I managed to do 3 and freaked out on the 4th one. So I think that's pretty good going, and it looked pretty good in the room actually. I think on reflection what I should have done was either just cut it out with a pair of scissors rather than trying to cut it out with the laser. The laser? No, what do you call it? Blade. Razor. Other bits in the room, I had bought 3 pots or vases actually from IKEA, and they're all different colours. They didn't go at all with the theme of the room. So I didn't do it. One of the painters, Lee, who was absolutely fantastic, he painted the whole room so neatly. He sprayed them gold for me, and they turned out so brilliantly. So I actually came under budget. So that room was under £1,500, and I think it actually, I was going to say smashed the brief, but I think it met the brief. And I think that's all I'm going to be able to say on episode 1. She is having a field day with these pumps right now. Okay, cool. Say bye. No, I'm not going to do that.